Hi, I'm Robin Guillen, Program Coordinator for the Glories of France Summer Study Abroad program at the University of New Orleans. The PowerPoint that you're about to watch is going to be a general overview of our month-long program in Montpellier, France. And my email is going to be listed at the end of the program if you would like to ask any specific questions or just discuss anything in more detail. I'll also share that with you now. My email is rlwhite3@uno.edu. So let's get started. Every summer, the UNO Study Abroad Office, or what we call the Division of International Education, takes students to 4 different countries for our summer programs. Do you know where we go? If you guessed Innsbruck, Austria, Kyoto, Japan, Rome, Italy, and Montpellier, France, you are correct. So let's talk about France. The Glories of France is a 1-month program where you explore Montpellier, which is in the south. This year, our dates are going to be June 30th through July 30th, 2021. You take 2 classes, so you earn 6 college credits on our program. No foreign language skills are required, so you do not need to know how to speak French to go on our program. In fact, French 1 and French 2 are both offered this summer. For housing, everyone has a private studio apartment with their own bathroom and their own kitchenette. You are immersed in French culture and amazing, delicious French cuisine as well. We do weekly field trips to nearby French towns and cities, and a 3-day full weekend excursion to Paris is included in the program price. We'll also talk in a little bit about the design of the program, with your classes being Monday through Thursday so that you have long weekends to explore Europe as you please. So, Montpellier. This is a photo leading to downtown. We'll go through a couple of photos that students have taken in past summers here. When you first arrive, we'll do a welcome pizza party, and the next day we'll do a welcome tour of the downtown area to get you familiarized. Our program is a mid-sized one. We generally take about 30 to 40 students. It's open to UNO students and students all over the country. So there's a good chance that you'll be making new friends from outside of the state as well. We have an informal partnership with Drexel University, so we often have as much as half of our program from Drexel in Philadelphia. So it's a really fun way to meet students that you might not normally meet. So these are photos of the downtown area. As you can see, there's street art, there's great shopping, there's a bunch of cafes, amazing boulangeries, which are bakeries, tons to do in Montpellier. Every Friday night, they have Estival, which is a food and wine festival. So that's also something that a lot of students like to participate in on the weekend as well. This is a view of our dorms. They're located right across the street from where you go to class, and this is a photo of the interior. It's pretty bare bones, but it's basic, and honestly, you're hardly in there besides to sleep and study. So single studio apartments with your own bathroom and your own kitchen. This is a photo of the amazing vineyard that's located on campus, so you'll walk in front of this to get to the cafeteria and to get to your classrooms each day. Our classes are held Monday through Thursday, again, to allow you for those free weekends to travel Friday through Sunday. These are the courses that are going to be offered this year. So UNO and guest students select 2 of the classes. Our Drexel friends select 3. If you are a UNO student, you'll see that the first 3 classes that are listed fulfill general education requirements, so that's something that you can discuss with your advisor if you're still in need of fulfilling that. And of course, we have some great other classes at the 3,000 and 4,000 level as well. So this is just the class titles, but if you want more information and more of an explanation really of what each class is, that is available on our website, as well as a feature about each professor too. So breakfast and lunch is provided on class days. So if you're kind of thinking about the budget and how much money you'll need to take with you, this definitely helps. The lunches are definitely very filling. Some students would even bring Tupperware and take food home because they couldn't finish their entire lunch plate. But it's definitely a great value when you consider the amount of food that you're getting, that's included in the program price as well. Some more photos of the food there. So if you remember a couple of slides back, I pointed out the vineyard that you walk across to get to your classes. The reason why that exists on campus is because the university that we use classroom space at is studyabroad, which is a super agricultural university in France. So they actually grow the grapes there to make the wine that they serve at lunch, which you can sample, of course. So the food is very good for lunch. Then you can walk to the local farmers market. It's about a 10-minute walk, and it's open on Tuesdays and Saturdays. They sell everything from tomatoes to dresses like you see in the photo here. And these are not your average tomatoes. I mean, the organic produce that they sell in France just tastes like it's from another planet. These are amazing, amazing, delicious produce options that they have for really good prices there as well. So we also do weekly field trips. So these are some photos of places we've gone in the past. So the top left-hand corner, I don't know if you can actually see, but this is water jousting. So there are guys that get on the tip of each boat and then joust each other with wooden sticks to see who can fall into the lake first. We've also taken students to a vineyard that's nearby, to Arles, which has a really amazing international photography exhibit and a lot of Roman history as well. So tons of different places that we've been to on our weekly field trips. So you can also explore the beautiful beaches that we're close to. Because we're in the south of France, we're about 7 miles from the Mediterranean, which is incredible. And so the great thing, one of, I guess, the great things about southern France in the summer is that the sun doesn't even set until close to 10 p.m. So you have the option of taking public transportation down to the beach and having these really great long summer nights there as well. We've also visited Saint-Guillaume-le-Désert, which is a UNESCO heritage site, and as you can see, a really, really beautiful, quaint French town as well. And you probably can't see it in the center picture, but there are students off in the distance that are swimming, and you can even rent canoes there as well. So that's often a favorite of students for us to visit. We've also visited Carcassonne, which was an ancient medieval city that's still walled. So that was a lot of fun to see as well for our history buffs. And of course, everyone's favorite trip, the weekend trip to Paris. So we take the TGV up on a Friday morning, and that's one of the high-speed trains, and then we do a couple of group activities each day. You do a couple of field trips with your different professors for your classes, and then of course we give you free time to explore Paris on your own as well. So the first thing we do as a group is we take a cruise down the Seine, so you can see that boat that's passing under the bridge there. We'll do that together. But then we also give you time to explore on your own. So you'll be able to taste gelato, French macaroons, which are highly addictive, just an FYI, or to visit Sacré-Cœur, which is personally one of my favorite parts of Paris. To experience cafe culture, right? To visit the Eiffel Tower. Then as a group, we usually visit an art museum. So a couple years back, we did go to the Louvre and to Musée d'Orsay last year. But again, plenty of free time for you to see the Paris that you want to see as well. So we have classes Monday through Thursday, and again, that's to give you those extra long weekends to discover Europe on your own. So here are some travel ideas for those free weekends. So in the first picture, you'll see the red arrow pointing to Montpellier because again, we're in the south of France. So a lot of students make the trip over to Barcelona. It's only 2.5 hours by train. It's about 80 bucks round trip. If you've never traveled around Europe, we're happy to help you come up with ideas of where to go on the weekend. And it doesn't really require a whole lot of advanced planning. So the great thing about Europe is they have a very efficient train system. So as you can see, it's not too expensive to go to an entirely different country just for the weekend. They also have a lot of great budget airlines such as EasyJet and Ryanair. So you can see here, even a flight to London, less than $100 round trip. So if you are the type of student to come with a sizable budget for travel on these free weekends, you can really go anywhere. We even had students last summer go from Montpellier to Morocco, so to Africa, an entirely different continent, on one of their free weekends, right? Now, on the flip side of that, Montpellier has so much to do there that even if you're the type of student that really just kind of scrape by to be able to afford the program and you can't go anywhere on the weekends, there's plenty enough to do even just staying in Montpellier. So either way, there's plenty of options for you to have an amazing summer outside of the classroom as well. So these are photos of students on their weekend travel, some in Barcelona, some back in Paris. We usually do the Paris trip together as a group on the first weekend of the program to give you an introduction to how to take trains in Europe so that you feel a little bit more empowered and comfortable to go ahead and do that on your own for all the subsequent weekends of the program. So all of this sounds good. It's time to get to the details. So financing the program. The program price for 2021 is $4,800 for UNO students. If you are a non-UNO student, you are welcome to come on the program, but it costs a bit more at $5,300. So what do you get for that program price? Well, you get your 6 credits, your 6 college credits, those 2 classes that you take. So tuition is included in that program price. You get breakfast and lunch on class days, as well as some select dinners. We do like a welcome dinner, a closing dinner, maybe one in between there. All of the field trips and transportation, like I said, every Wednesday when we do the field trips, that's included, and the 3-day long weekend trip to Paris. So the train ticket, housing for that, that's included, as well as your housing for the duration of the program as well. So the only thing not really included is going to be the money that you spend on your dinners or on travel and, some small expenditures like laundry and things like that. So how does the money break down? You pay $300 when you fill out the application online, and then you pay $500 on March 1st. The program balance, so the rest of that money, is not due until April 1st. And if you're using financial aid, we can be a little bit more flexible with that because we work with the office to make sure that your aid gets in on time. Okay? So we encourage students to get creative. I've seen students in the past create GoFundMes, share that with family and friends that wanted to help out, and you'd be surprised how fast, a couple $10 donations here and there can really add up to make the program more affordable. So UNO awarded over $70,000 in scholarships for study abroad in 2018. So if you are a UNO student, there's 2 particular scholarships I'll highlight here: the Student Government Award and the Ambassador Award. These are not due until the spring of 2021, but these are great awards that will help defer a little bit of the cost. So they won't pay for the entire cost of the program, but a few $100s, if you are awarded, can definitely help. Now, even for our non-UNO students, we do have some awards that are listed on our website as well. And of course, as we, learn about different awards, we always post them to our website so that our students have as many options as possible to make the program affordable. So do check out our website listed there, uno.edu/studyabroad/scholarships.aspx for more information on scholarships. So here is a screenshot of our homepage. Our applications are going to open in October, and there's 2 things I want to highlight here. Where it says request information or next year's program here, if you click on that here where it's yellow, that's going to direct you to an info request page where you just type in your email address and a little bit of other information, and that will add you to our email list so that you can make sure that you're updated with the day that applications open as we learn about different scholarships, anything like that. We don't spam you. I generally send 1 email a month about the program. I send a few more if we're getting ready to close or fill, or if I learn about different awards I want to share with you. And then the other thing I'll highlight is right below that where it says learn more about the Glories of France. That's where you click to learn more about the program. You can read the extended class descriptions there, see pictures from past years, look at the program calendar. Everything that we have available is going to be something that you can see after clicking there. So again, our program website, uno.edu/studyabroad/France. So your next steps. You're going to fill out that info request where I showed you on the previous page so that you can be added to our email list. Follow us on social media. Glories of France is our handle for Instagram and for Facebook so that you can make sure that you have program updates, travel tips, different things that we post. And then, of course, you can email us with any questions at gofmc@uno.edu. So that's a very brief overview of our amazing Glories of France Summer Study Abroad program. I know you've got questions and I've got answers. So if you want to set up a time for us to talk more about that, or if you want to email your questions directly to me, again, I am Robin Guillen and I can be reached at rlwhite3@uno.edu. That's my personal email. And if you want to send an email to the program email, I also monitor that inbox, and that address is gofmc@uno.edu. So I hope that's given you a nice overview of the program, and I hope to hear from you soon so that we can be in Montpellier next summer. Thank you.